So I was tired of unraveling that crappy hose right there to fill up my hydroponic system from my rainwater system here, and it was just getting a pain in the butt because I was having to hold the hose in like 4 different spots to keep it unkinked, just because it's just not a good hose. But anyways, we only mow probably once every few weeks, so what I ended up doing was just putting in a temporary line. I took a 1-inch pipe, the existing 1-inch pipe that was hooked up to here, and it had this on it right here. Just cut that off and then reduced it down to a 1/2 inch PVC connection, and then I put in a ball valve here because when I turn on the pump, if I turn it off, it creates a siphon, so I need to be able to break the siphon so my water catch here doesn't drain. But anyways, just runs down here. This is not glued in spot, it's all just pressed together so we can take it off easily, and then just put it in between the hydroponic system over there for the meantime. And then you'll see that I have it running all the way into the reservoir. I have a 90 there, a 90 there, and a 90 there, and so it just fills it up. So the nice thing is when it does have a siphon, I can actually turn this on just for a little bit, for probably like 10 seconds, turn it off, and because of the siphon that it creates, I can kind of walk away and it'll fill that reservoir up all by itself. My goal is to try to make all of this hydroponic system, the reservoir, try to make it all solar powered, because I just don't want to I don't want to have to worry about having a drop cord out in the yard anymore. This electric fence here will continue to stay it'll continue to stay powered by non-solar, but it'll work out. So let's just show you what's going on. And I have this battery right here. It's just a regular deep cycle battery from my old emergency sump pump. That's actually what's pumping in here. This is a emergency sump pump that I took out when I replaced it with an old sump pump about 1.5 years ago. But anyways, so I have this, and there's a charge controller, just a cheapo Harbor Freight charge controller. Might still have ants in it. Yep, you can see all the ants falling out of there. Ants and larvae. It's pretty nasty, actually. But anyways, so Harbor Freight charge controller right there. Oop. Hope that didn't do anything. And then let me turn my ball valve on. You might have been able to hear it, but pump will turn on, and it's flowing pretty good, and that'll fill up pretty much in no time. What I'm going to do, just so you can see, is I'm going to turn off the power. And you'll see that it creates a nice little siphon. Alright, well here's the siphon at work. Just took a little bit of power, which is nice. This way I can actually have nice rainwater, distilled water for the solar, or for the hydroponic system. Hi buddy. Hi buddy. Well, I have a nice hydroponics update for you. Here are my cherry tomatoes. Pretty much goes like this the whole entire way up. There's more. Here's more. They're all splitting off. They're just everywhere. And to kind of give you an idea of the size, there's my thumb. Big tomatoes. Big tomatoes. And then here's another cherry that's doing pretty good. These are kind of getting shaded just a little bit. Like the further down we go, the more they're getting shaded. Because this cherry tomato is just skyrocketing. I'm this tall. That's even taller than my father-in-law. And he's a giant compared to me. He's a big boy. So, but look at these tomato clusters in here. Pretty much everywhere that a flower was, other than like when something fell off or whatever, but I have tomatoes. Now, cluster down there, beautiful cluster. Another one right there. Here's my heirloom. These suckers are huge. And they're firm too. That's what I was going for. I wanted these things to be nice and firm, not soft. But I only lost a few tomatoes this year to blossom end rot. Most of them were just these Roma tomatoes here. But it's doing good. I'm not gonna have too many Romas on here. Not enough really to make a lot of sauce, but it's okay. And I just picked a bunch of jalapenos. This is my jalapeno plant. Look how big that thing is. Look at the tomato plant. There's a jalapeno plant. Look how big that thing is. And here's my cayenne pepper plant. Next year, these predators and insects, or not, yeah, they're gonna be pissed off because I'm gonna have a cayenne and habanero pepper sauce. And then this is, oh, I missed the pepper down there. I gotta get it. There's another pepper. They weren't doing a lot. And then I changed my nutrients to a blooming nutrient. I wanted to get the tomatoes a little bit bigger. So I'm kind of taking a gamble because I'm growing everything pretty much in the same nutrient solution. So I had to find a nice medium between all of them, which is okay. So, but this is my habanero plant. Not gonna eat any of these, but these suckers are for making hot sauce spray. And I only need 2 of them. Two per spray. So this one's doing a lot. This one's really not doing too much, and neither is the back one. The back one's kind of stinted because of, I think it's just being shaded. And then something got in and got my cukes again. These are doing okay, as long as it doesn't sever the vine. Maybe I'll get 3 cucumbers this year. And then something came in and just murdered my zucchini plant. And then this one, it just tore down. I don't know what it was doing, but there were a bunch of claw marks in a zucchini right here. And then there were claw marks in a zucchini here that we tore off. And they were spaced kind of like a coon, so there must be another coon around here. And then this pepper plant, I'll pull these off in a few days. Got some nice small black ones around here. And then whatever predator got in, got some of my pea plants. It's not a deer because it's not up like this. It's not high. It's just low. So it's wherever something was able to climb up here. And I looked for prints but couldn't find any prints. So, but this is my bean plant. It's really taken off. It's actually kind of using one of the tomato plants as an extra trellis. So hopefully my bean plants will... Oh, hey, look! I got some beans right there. Yay! And then I tore some peppers off of here today. This is my bell pepper, another bell pepper. And this is my gypsy pepper plant that I just took a bunch off. So, but yeah, this thing is doing great. Definitely doing it again next year. And definitely expanding the system inside the other fenced-in garden. So, but it'll help out now with me having this water line so I can fill, because this really sucks up water now. Going through about 5 to 10 gallons a day of water. But I mean, you can just see how big these plants are getting. If they were spaced out a little bit better, I probably would have gotten even more production. But what I'm probably going to do next year is excuse me, I have the tomatoes here, and if you see how big the cherry tomato is compared to the like the Roma tomato right there. This is my heirloom. The heirloom's doing great, but I'm going to probably space them, plant what I had here, but I'm not going to plant cucumbers down here next year. I'm going to have so it can not get shaded by other tomatoes. I'm probably going to plant, since I have 2 holes here, probably going to plant another Roma tomato here and maybe another one here, so we can make plenty of sauce. So, alright, well, I hope you enjoyed a nice little hydroponics homesteading update.